Daily Horoscope Analysis for Cancer. June 12, 2025, as the gentle rays of morning light touch your world on June 12, 2025, Cancer, you'll find yourself at a fascinating cosmic crossroads. Today's astrological landscape offers you a unique blend of emotional depth and practical opportunity that perfectly complements your intuitive nature. The moon, your celestial ruler, will be transiting through Pisces, creating a harmonious water trine with your sun sign. This powerful alignment amplifies your already impressive intuitive abilities, making this an exceptional day for following your gut feelings and inner voice. You may experience moments of profound clarity about situations that have been perplexing you for weeks. Venus and Neptune form a significant sextile today, casting a dreamy, romantic energy over your personal relationships. For Cancers in committed partnerships, this creates an atmosphere ripe for deep emotional connection and healing conversations. Single Cancers might find themselves magnetically drawn to someone who resonates with their authentic self, someone who appreciates your nurturing nature without trying to take advantage of it. On the career front, Jupiter's position in your 10th house of professional achievement continues to expand opportunities. Today specifically, a favorable aspect with Mercury enhances your communication skills, potentially placing you in situations where your ideas receive recognition from authority figures or mentors. This is not the day to hide your light. Your unique perspective on a workplace challenge could earn you significant professional capital. Financially, the stars suggest practicing balanced caution. While not a day for risky investments, calculated moves regarding home-related finances could prove beneficial in the long term. Many Cancers may find themselves contemplating property matters, renovations, or creating more security in their living situations. Physically and emotionally, your sensitivity may be heightened today. The Pisces moon amplifies your empathic tendencies, so be mindful of absorbing others' emotional states. Practices that help you distinguish between your feelings and those you're picking up from your environment will serve you well. Water-based therapies, a long bath, swimming, or even simply drinking more water can help cleanse your energetic field. Interestingly, Pluto's distant influence triggers deep subconscious processing. You might experience vivid dreams or sudden insights about patterns in your life that have kept you feeling stuck or limited. Pay attention to these revelations. They contain valuable information about steps needed to transform outdated behaviors. Your caring nature may be called upon by family members today. While your instinct is always to nurture and support loved ones, the stars remind you to maintain healthy boundaries. Giving from an empty cup serves no one, dear Cancer. The most evolved expression of your sign's energy involves knowing when self-care takes precedence. Your compatibility today is strongest with fellow water signs, Pisces and Scorpio, who naturally understand your emotional depth. Earth signs Taurus and Virgo also offer stabilizing energy that complements your mood. More challenging interactions might occur with Aries or Libra, as their approaches to emotional processing differ significantly from yours. Your lucky numbers today are 2, 7, and 13, while shades of silver, pale blue, and pearl resonate most harmoniously with your energy. Carrying or wearing moonstone would amplify your natural intuitive gifts and provide gentle protection for your sensitive spirit. As the day progresses, watch for a significant opportunity around 3:45 p.m. when the moon forms a perfect sextile to your natal sun position. This brief window creates ideal conditions for important conversations, especially those requiring emotional intelligence and diplomatic skill. A word of caution: Mercury's position suggests potential for miscommunication in digital formats. Important matters are best discussed in person today, where your natural ability to read emotional cues can prevent unnecessary confusion. Toward evening, the energy softens considerably. This creates perfect conditions for connecting with loved ones in your home environment, your natural comfort zone. Creating a nurturing atmosphere for yourself and others brings out the best aspects of your Cancer nature tonight. Reflect today on how far you've come in developing emotional resilience while maintaining your compassionate heart. The stars are supporting your growth into a more empowered version of yourself, one who can remain sensitive without being overwhelmed by life's inevitable challenges. Remember, dear Cancer, your greatest strength has always been your ability to care deeply while continuing to move forward. Today's planetary positions amplify this gift, offering you a beautiful opportunity to demonstrate just how powerful genuine empathy can be when paired with wisdom. As night falls on June 12th, take a moment to gaze at the stars and remember that you are an integral part of this vast, mysterious cosmos, a universe that needs your unique combination of strength and tenderness now more than ever. The celestial landscape for Cancer on June 12, 2025, presents a fascinating array of planetary energies that will significantly influence your emotional well-being and overall experiences. Let's delve into the specific planetary positions and what they mean for you today. The moon, your ruling celestial body, transitions into Aquarius, creating an interesting dynamic between your natural inclination toward emotional security and a sudden urge for intellectual freedom and innovation. This placement may initially feel somewhat uncomfortable, as it challenges your typical emotional patterns, but it offers a valuable opportunity to examine your feelings from a more detached and objective perspective. The sun continues its journey through Gemini, illuminating your 12th house of subconscious patterns, spiritual connection, and hidden matters. This positioning encourages deep introspection and attention to your inner world. You might find yourself more sensitive to subtle energies around you, with dreams and intuitive insights carrying particular significance today. Mercury, positioned in early Cancer, brings communication matters directly into your domain, enhancing your ability to express emotional content and personal needs. This placement supports heartfelt conversations and planning activities that nurture both yourself and others. Your words carry extra emotional weight today, so use them thoughtfully in important exchanges. Venus graces the late degrees of Taurus, activating your 11th house of friendships, social networks, and long-term aspirations. This beneficial placement enhances your popularity within groups and creates harmonious social interactions. Financial opportunities may emerge through connections or collaborative ventures, making it an excellent day for networking with a purpose. Mars in Aries energizes your 10th house of career and public reputation, injecting dynamism into your professional sphere. This powerful placement provides you with the courage and initiative to pursue ambitious goals and assert yourself in leadership situations. Be mindful, however, of potential impulsiveness in professional decisions. Jupiter, continuing its expansive journey through Gemini, amplifies the introspective qualities of your 12th house. This position encourages spiritual growth and psychological healing while preparing you for the significant personal expansion that will occur when Jupiter enters your sign later this year. Pay attention to synchronicities and unexpected opportunities for growth that may initially seem hidden from view. Saturn in Pisces maintains its position in your 9th house of higher knowledge, philosophy, and long-distance travel. This placement brings a serious, structured approach to educational pursuits and belief systems. You may find yourself contemplating the limitations of your current worldview and working to establish more solid philosophical foundations. Uranus in Gemini forms a significant aspect to your ascendant, potentially triggering unexpected revelations about your identity and personal direction. This revolutionary energy may manifest as sudden insights about your life path or surprising encounters that challenge your self-perception. Neptune, continuing its long sojourn through Aries, influences your career sector with both inspirational vision and potential confusion. Today's aspect between Neptune and Mercury creates a particularly sensitive connection between your conscious mind and intuitive capabilities, enhancing creative problem-solving but potentially clouding practical matters. Pluto, having recently re-entered Aquarius, forms a challenging aspect to your natal Cancer placements. This transformative energy activates deep psychological patterns related to shared resources, intimacy, and personal power dynamics. Today's Pluto position may bring subconscious material to the surface, particularly regarding control issues in close relationships. The North Node in Pisces aligns with your natural empathetic qualities, suggesting that spiritual growth and compassionate understanding form an important part of your evolutionary journey now. Pay special attention to synchronicities related to teaching, learning, and cross-cultural connections. Of particular significance today is the Moon-Uranus square, which may trigger emotional volatility and unexpected mood shifts. This aspect challenges your need for emotional security while simultaneously urging you toward personal liberation. Finding balance between these competing needs will be your primary emotional task. Additionally, a favorable sextile between Mercury and Venus enhances communication in relationships and provides opportunities for expressing appreciation to those you care about. This aspect supports heart-centered conversations and may bring pleasant news related to financial or social matters. The Mars-Jupiter trine activates your hidden strengths and provides subtle energy for behind-the-scenes work. Projects that require both intuitive insight and practical action receive cosmic support today. For Cancer individuals with birthdays between July 10 to 15, today's planetary positions are particularly significant, as transiting Pluto forms a direct opposition to your natal sun. This powerful aspect indicates a period of profound transformation in how you express your core identity and relate to authority figures in your life. For Cancer on June 12, 2025, the cosmic energies create a fascinating landscape for your communication style. With Mercury forming a sextile to your ruling planet, the Moon, you'll find yourself more articulate than usual, especially when expressing emotional concepts. This alignment opens a rare window where your typically intuitive understanding can be translated into words that others readily grasp. The Moon's position in Virgo on this day activates your third house of communication, creating a natural flow between your emotional intelligence and your verbal expression. You may notice yourself analyzing conversations more thoroughly, picking up on subtle tones and unspoken messages that normally might slip past. Venus in Cancer amplifies your natural diplomacy, making this an exceptional day for negotiations, heart-to-heart conversations, and smoothing over any recent misunderstandings. Your words carry a nurturing quality that others find comforting and trustworthy. However, Mars in Aries creates a challenging square to your sign, potentially making you more defensive in conversations than necessary. Watch for moments where you might retreat into your protective shell rather than staying engaged in difficult discussions. The tendency to take criticism personally is heightened today. Jupiter's influence from Gemini expands your capacity for self-expression, particularly in writing or digital communication. Ideas that have been percolating in your subconscious may suddenly find their voice. This is an excellent day for journaling, creative writing, or updating your social media with more personal, authentic content. Neptune's continuing journey through Aries casts a dreamy influence over your communication sector, enhancing your storytelling abilities, but potentially clouding factual details. Double-check important information before sharing it, especially in professional contexts. Saturn in Pisces forms a supportive trine to your sign, providing structure to your thoughts and helping you express complex emotional concepts with surprising clarity. This planetary position rewards preparation. Rehearsing important conversations mentally before having them will yield positive results. The day's numerological influence of 3, from 6 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5, resonates strongly with communication themes, encouraging creative expression and social interaction. You may find yourself naturally gravitating toward group discussions rather than one-on-one conversations. For professional communication, the morning hours offer your greatest clarity of thought. Schedule important presentations, pitches, or team meetings before 2 p.m. when the Moon's aspect to Uranus might introduce unexpected distractions or nervous energy. In personal relationships, evening communications flow with particular warmth as the moon makes a harmonious aspect to Venus. This creates ideal conditions for expressing feelings that might normally remain hidden beneath your protective outer shell. Technology-mediated communication receives favorable aspects today, making it an excellent time to reconnect with distant friends or family through video calls or thoughtful messages. Your emotional intelligence translates surprisingly well through digital means under these planetary positions. Your voice carries particular resonance today, both literally and figuratively. The throat chakra is activated by current planetary alignments, giving your words more impact than usual. Speaking from the heart, rather than overthinking your phrasing, will yield the most authentic connections. For Cancers working in creative fields, this day marks a potential breakthrough in finding your distinctive voice or style. The Mercury-Neptune aspect supports innovative approaches to communication that blend emotional depth with artistic expression. Those studying or working with written communication will find that editing flows more easily than usual creation. The analytical energy of the moon in Virgo supports revising and refining your expression rather than generating entirely new content. Watch for a tendency to use communication as a shield rather than a bridge today. When feeling vulnerable, you might overwhelm others with words rather than allowing space for true exchange. Conscious pauses and active listening will serve you better than nervous chatter. The water element that defines your sign combines today with Mercury's air influence, creating a steam-like quality to your expression emotional content delivered with intellectual clarity. This unusual combination allows you to be both heartfelt and logical simultaneously. For those in leadership positions, your natural empathy enhances your ability to deliver constructive feedback. Team members will sense your genuine concern for their growth rather than feeling criticized or judged. Friends and family may comment on your unusual eloquence today. The cosmic energies support articulating feelings and perspectives that normally remain internal, allowing others to understand you on a deeper level than typical daily interactions permit. If you've been hesitant to initiate an important conversation, today provides supportive energy for breaking the ice. The planets favor honesty delivered with compassion. Your natural strengths as a Cancer are amplified by current cosmic conditions. Pay attention to nonverbal communication as well. Your intuitive abilities are heightened, allowing you to read body language and emotional undertones with remarkable accuracy. This gives you valuable information about how your words are being received. Overall, June 12th offers Cancer a special opportunity to bridge the gap between your rich inner emotional landscape and your external expression. By embracing both vulnerability and clarity in your communications today, you create connections that will continue to deepen long after this auspicious alignment passes. For Cancer on June 12, 2025, the financial landscape shows remarkable potential. The moon forms a harmonious trine with Venus in your second house of personal resources, creating a day when your financial intuition is particularly sharp. Don't dismiss those gut feelings about investments or opportunities that may arise unexpectedly. Your natural Cancer instinct for security is enhanced today, helping you make protective yet profitable decisions. Jupiter's position in your career sector amplifies opportunities for monetary gain through professional channels. If you've been waiting for news about a raise, promotion, or new income opportunity, today's energies strongly support positive developments. Saturn's disciplined influence brings structure to your financial planning, allowing you to create sustainable wealth-building strategies rather than quick fixes. The number 7 appears significant for your financial matters today, perhaps the 7th hour or transactions involving amounts with 7. Mercury's communication with Neptune enhances your ability to visualize financial goals, making this an excellent day for creating vision boards or detailed financial plans. Cancer's nurturing energy extends to your resources today, Just as you would care for loved ones, you're called to carefully tend to your assets. Watch for opportunities that involve water industries, food services, or domestic products, as these align with your sign's natural affinities and today's celestial energies. Venus in your emotional realm suggests financial opportunities may come through female connections or partnerships. A past investment you've nearly forgotten about may suddenly yield returns. While the day's energy strongly supports financial growth, avoid impulsive purchases driven by emotional needs rather than practical considerations. Your heightened sensitivity allows you to read between the lines in financial negotiations. Trust what remains unsaid as much as what's explicitly offered. The full moon's influence from last week continues to illuminate previously hidden financial matters, bringing clarity to complex situations involving shared resources or loans. If considering real estate matters, today's Cancer-friendly energy makes it particularly favorable for home-related financial decisions. The asteroid Pallas, Athena, forms a supportive aspect to your sign, enhancing strategic financial thinking. Consider allocating a portion of today's earnings to your emergency fund. The stars favor building security. A conversation with a family member could unexpectedly open doors to a collaborative financial venture. Partnerships formed today around financial matters have special protection and potential for long-term growth. Your ruler, the moon, activates your resourcefulness, helping you find value and opportunity where others might see limitations. Tonight, journal about your financial goals. The Cancer-Moon connection amplifies manifestation potential, particularly regarding material security. For Cancer on June 12, 2025, your fortunate areas shine with remarkable clarity. The moon, your celestial ruler, forms a beautiful trine with Jupiter in your sector of higher purpose, opening pathways to spiritual and educational advancement. This cosmic alignment creates a protective bubble around scholarly pursuits, philosophical explorations, and any endeavor that expands your horizons beyond the familiar. Universities, libraries, and places of cultural exchange become especially fruitful grounds for you today. The universe is particularly supportive of long-distance connections. Reaching out to mentors or colleagues abroad could yield unexpected opportunities. Neptune's position amplifies your intuitive capabilities, making meditation spaces and water environments especially conducive to receiving insights. Creative visualization practices will be remarkably effective today. The boundary between imagination and manifestation grows thin under this cosmic weather. Financial fortune appears in collaborative ventures, particularly those involving shared resources or investments. Jupiter's benevolent energy in your ninth house suggests that legal matters, publishing endeavors, and international commerce all carry favorable outcomes if initiated today. Venus casts a harmonious beam toward your career sector, indicating that professional relationships with authority figures, particularly female mentors, could lead to advancement. Geographic fortune points to western-facing spaces, and upper floors of buildings arranging important meetings in these locations may subtly enhance outcomes. The color silver resonates strongly with your energy field today, serving as a fortune amplifier when worn or surrounded by it. Emotional authenticity becomes your greatest asset. Situations where you can express your nurturing nature without reservation will naturally attract positive circumstances. Family spaces carry a charge of protective energy, making your home an excellent base for launching important initiatives. Healing modalities and therapeutic practices receive cosmic enhancement. Both giving and receiving care generates positive karmic currency. Water element dominates your fortunate areas. Swimming, bathing rituals, or simply drinking adequate hydration activates your intuitive channels and physical vitality. Communication flows most favorably in intimate settings rather than large groups. One-on-one conversations have potential to forge lasting beneficial connections. Your natural empathy serves as a fortune magnet today, drawing precisely the right people into your orbit who can advance your deepest aspirations. Trust the emotional impressions that arise spontaneously. They contain encoded guidance about which paths to pursue and which to avoid. Time alignment favors early morning hours when the lunar energy remains strongest for Cancer natives, making dawn rituals particularly potent for setting intentions that the universe eagerly supports. June 12, 2025 brings the moon into Pisces, creating a water trine with your Cancer energy that deeply enhances your emotional intelligence in social settings. This heightened intuitive awareness allows you to read between the lines in conversations, picking up on what's not being said as much as what is. You're naturally attuned to others' needs today, making you the emotional compass in your social circle. With Venus positioned in Gemini in your 12th house, there's a fascinating dynamic at play. While you're highly receptive to others, you may feel drawn to behind-the-scenes social interactions rather than being center stage. This configuration supports intimate gatherings over large social events. Mercury's placement in your sign amplifies your voice in group settings, though you'll likely communicate with greater emotional depth than usual. Your words carry particular weight today, something to be mindful of when expressing concerns or offering advice to friends. Jupiter forming a supportive aspect to your ruling planet suggests unexpected social opportunities may arise through existing connections. Perhaps a friend of a friend introduces you to someone who resonates deeply with your values and interests. The Chiron-Saturn aspect active today indicates healing potential in long-standing relationships where communication may have previously broken down. If there's been tension with a particular friend, especially someone from your past, today offers a window for reconciliation through heart-centered dialogue. Neptune's influence enhances your empathetic abilities, but be cautious not to absorb others' emotional states like a sponge. Maintain healthy boundaries even as you connect deeply. Social media engagement takes on a more meaningful tone today. You're less interested in surface interactions and more drawn to exchanges that foster genuine connection. In professional settings, your natural nurturing tendencies shine through, making this an excellent day for collaborative projects that require emotional intelligence and team cohesion. An evening gathering with close friends would be particularly rewarding, especially if it involves water elements, perhaps a meal near water, or even a discussion about emotional topics that allow for vulnerability. The asteroid palace in your 11th house of social networks enhances your ability to strategize about your community involvement. You might receive insights about how to better position yourself within groups that share your humanitarian concerns. For partnered Cancers, today strengthens the friendship aspect of your romantic relationship, reminding you of the foundation of camaraderie beneath the passion. Single Cancers may find meaningful connections through mutual friends or community activities, particularly those involving artistic expression or spiritual growth. Social connections made today have the potential to evolve into something more significant over time, as they're formed during a period when you're authentically expressing your nurturing Cancer nature. Pay particular attention to people who respect your emotional boundaries. While appreciating your caring qualities, these connections promise mutual support and understanding. As the moon, your ruling celestial body, forms a harmonious trine with Neptune on this June day, you're being called to trust your intuition more than usual. The cosmic energies are particularly supportive of your empathic abilities. When making decisions today, pause and check in with your gut feeling before proceeding. That subtle inner voice carries wisdom beyond logical understanding. The water element is especially strong in your chart today, deepening your emotional sensitivity. Rather than seeing this as vulnerability, recognize it as your superpower. Your ability to sense unspoken dynamics makes you invaluable in both personal and professional settings. However, be mindful of emotional boundaries. With Mercury in a challenging aspect to your sign, there's potential for misunderstandings if you absorb others' feelings without filtering them. Practice energetic protection by visualizing a soft pink light surrounding your aura before entering crowded spaces or difficult conversations. Nurturing activities are especially favored today. Consider preparing a special meal for loved ones or tending to your home environment. Small acts of care will replenish your emotional reserves more effectively than seeking external validation. The position of Venus suggests that self-care isn't selfish. It's necessary for you to maintain your natural giving nature. Financial decisions should be approached with both practicality and intuition today. The stars indicate it's a favorable time for planning rather than impulsive action. Consider reviewing your budget or exploring long-term security options, but delay major purchases until after the upcoming Mercury retrograde period. Your creativity peaks during the afternoon hours when the moon enters its most expressive phase. If you've been contemplating a creative project, set aside time between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. to explore artistic expression. Even simple creative acts will help process emotions that have been building beneath the surface. Relationship dynamics benefit from honest communication today. With Jupiter expanding your house of intimate connections, vulnerability shared with trusted allies strengthens bonds rather than exposing weaknesses. Practice using I feel statements rather than projecting emotions outward. Pay special attention to your dream life and subconscious signals. Keep a notebook by your bed to record insights upon waking, as Neptune's influence is opening channels between your conscious and unconscious mind. These symbolic messages contain guidance specifically tailored to your current life path. Physical movement that connects you to water energy is particularly beneficial. Swimming, bath rituals, or even drinking more water throughout the day will help maintain emotional balance. Your body is especially responsive to hydration needs under today's astrological pattern. Avoid overcommitting to others' demands. The planetary alignment suggests that boundaries need reinforcement, particularly with family members who may unconsciously drain your emotional resources. Practice saying I need to consider that and get back to you rather than immediate agreement. Trust timing today. Cosmic forces suggest that what appears as delays actually serve divine protection. If plans fall through, remain open to the possibility that the universe is redirecting you toward more aligned opportunities. The position of Saturn in relation to your career house indicates that professional recognition is building slowly but surely. Today's patient efforts contribute to long-term success more than you realize. Connect with nature if possible, even briefly. Cancer's elemental connection to water means that time near lakes, oceans, or even rainfall will replenish your spiritual reserves and clear emotional static that may be clouding your normally accurate intuition. Most importantly,